Hello everyone, Billy and Matt here with week 2 of Wi-Fi Wednesday Tech Tips. And we thought it was a good idea, since next weekend we'll be changing in the time, to talk about changing passwords. So Matt, we all know it's really important to protect our personal information, but how diligent should we be about changing our passwords?
Very diligent, Billy. It's a very important topic. You've got a lot of personal information that's all web-based at this point. You've got social media out there, you've got online banking. A lot of our lives are online at this point, and we want to keep that personal.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good complex password, then you could be hacked. You could be hacked, and it's a bad ordeal to go through. You want to keep those passwords as complex as possible, but keeping it something that you can remember.
Right.
Don't write them down on a sticky note and stick them to the bottom of your monitor. That's a bad idea. But you also want to keep them complex anyways. You want to be able to have 8 to 16 characters. You want to be able to use capital, lowercase letters, numbers, special characters. It's easy to change a letter that's maybe a vowel. You want to change an A to an @ sign. That's okay, but keep in mind that a hacker knows that you're going to want to do that too. So the more that you make up, the better your password's going to end up being.
So we shouldn't use things like pets' names,
Absolutely not. That's
birth
one of those
dates
things.
of our
Right?
kiddos.
Most of the time, that is actually public knowledge, even though that you think that might be something that's private. It actually came out in a PC Magazine this last year. They gave lots of different little tech tips. Don't use words. Don't use dictionary words. If you put something that is an actual word out there, that's very easy for a computer program to go through and we call it a brute force hack. That's where they just try it and try it and try it and try it. And it's actually very possible to hack a password that way.
It's unbelievable how many people still use the word password, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or all the way through 9. And that, like you said, would only just take a few seconds for them to break through.
Absolutely.
Well, so Matt, what do you think about password management services?
Password management services, I use one. I keep one on my phone that my wife and I share. It's actually a paid subscription that we use. That way, if either one of us lose our phones or something like that, it is backed up. But of course, you also have to have a password to get into your password management. It's got to be complex. It's got to be something that needs to be well taken care of. If you use something that is for instance, not paid for, the old adage of you get what you pay for happens often. If you're using something that is not paid for or something that is not trusted, then you might be giving your password to hackers.
Yeah. Now, what if in the event a breach does happen, like with a banking institution that we belong to? So one of the first things we need to do is change our password.
You need to contact that bank and make sure that, because it's a big question that happens here often. We get phone calls where somebody gets hacked. There's not a lot we can do at that point, but you personally have to step up, and you've got to be able to go in, change your passwords, contact the people that need to be contacted. Social medias, they're a bad deal, especially if you've got personal information on your social media. Sometimes you can get your social media hacked and your bank comes right next because your security questions are answered that way.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's really good information, Matt. And let's remember to change our passwords and keep them strong. So be sure to like Brazos Communications on Facebook. Like us. If you really like this video, then share it with your friends and comment password below for a chance to win some cool prizes. This week, we're going to be giving away a gift card to Hometown Coffee and a gift card to Cub Nutrition. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.